Meanwhile, all our properties are up.
Meanwhile, since 2017,
Yeah.
they've doubled in value.
Doubled in value in 6 years.
Doubled in value.
Right.
So when you put that again, and here's the reality. Why does it double in value? Because the demand for the product, the demand for the house, the demand for the multifamily. But the reality is everybody wants to live here, despite all this crazy stuff, the floods and mosquitoes that are carried away and all that other nonsense. Yeah. But the reality is so we actually have one guy in the class ask, well, Jason, you couldn't have predicted any of that. I'm like, actually you can, because I'm going to predict all that stuff is going to happen in the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
There's going to be another storm. There's going to be some other pandemic.
Right.
There's going to be some recession and job losses and oil's going to crash. It's all going to happen again.
Right.
Why is it going to happen again? Because it's all happened before.
Right. What do you, that's the famous Jim Rohn, right? So what do you think next year is going to be like?
Yeah. So Jim Rohn is like in this executive boardroom of a really powerful oil and gas company. And they brought Jim in and I said, Jim, pretty sharp guy. What do you think is going to happen next year? And what does Jim say?
Pretty much the same thing that happened this year. There'll be ups and there'll be downs.
Yeah. And everyone's like, well, wait a minute. We're paying you a lot of money. And he's like, yeah, guys, this is life on earth.
Right. Exactly.
This is how this works.
Yep.
And then of course he would say it's things like, hey, look, you can't have a sunrise without a sunset.
Yep.
And vice versa. You can't have winter without spring, summer. Oh, you want 4 seasons of summer? Sorry, that's not how this works.
So regardless of all the things that happen, equity has doubled in 6 years and gone up about 50% in the last 2 years.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Since 2019, it's at least 50%.
So we're super happy with all the properties that we bought, right? Now, we having troubles refining them? Yep. Does that mean we're going to have to do some different things? Yep. Right? So, but this is what the players on the field do.
Right.
This is what we do.
Hey, Rob, we're running a play, and this defense is not doing exactly what they should.
Right.
They're sacking the quarterback.
They're getting us. Yeah.
They're picking off those wide receivers.
Yep.
So, well, they're not doing what right. You gotta modify your strategy a little bit here, guys.
Yep. While most people will just sit in the stands and complain.
Yeah, they'll sit in the stands, or they'll get out in the field. They'll take one hit and go, "Nah, I'm done.
That's not for me.
That's not for me. I'm out." But I'm going to sit there in the stands and talk bad about everybody that's on there. Yeah. Like, oh, you took one hit. Get out of here.
With an anonymous letter.
Yep. Really, my God, I read that and I immediately thought, like, is this person in high school?
It would have been better if they cut the letters out of the newspaper.